Hello and welcome to the Online Creators Association's Thursday night live stream. I'm tired. I'm gonna add both of you onto the stream right now because I can't carry an introduction at the moment. But yeah, welcome. Tonight we're going to be making an infographic about misinformation on TikTok. I am excited to work on that.
Hi everyone. We're all tired. I was so tired that I clicked the previous live stream link and I was like looking in the corner alone in the room, looking in the corner being like, why does it say ended 1 hour, 3 minutes? I don't understand. And I'm fine. I'm paying wonderful attention to everything. So, do we want to cover TOCA business like right up top?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a series of roundtable talks, and they are finally here. We've been talking about them on the stream, and we'll talk about them again later in the stream. But this weekend, on the 26th, it's going to be 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be our Black Creators panel. And the 27th at 5 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be our Disabled Creators panel. And we have more talks coming next weekend. If you cannot make these, they will be uploaded later onto Arizona State University's YouTube channel. We were thinking about live streaming both on YouTube and via Zoom. But it meant that YouTube, we wouldn't have the captions. And considering we're doing a panel on disability, it would feel a little hypocritical to not make them as accessible as humanly possible. So that's very, very exciting. If you want to get more information, Watson has dropped the link. That's it. We'll talk about it later when there's more of you. So the reason we're talking about this, I'm really fucking awake. I spilled tea in myself too. So right now, obviously, the state of the world is on fire. And the first thing I would recommend is, you don't have to look at Twitter right now. It's actually okay to take a break from Twitter because I know pretty much everybody I know has been doom scrolling. There is a lot of misinformation on TikTok at the moment. Anytime there is conflict in the world, what happens is video of prior conflicts in different places always sort of pops back up, and they repackage it as this is what's happening in Ukraine right now. It's happened with every other armed conflict we've ever seen that has occurred in the internet age. It's very, very destructive. Those accounts are often scam accounts. I've already seen 2 live streams that are not live. It's old footage that I was able to then later confirm was old footage. But they're doing it so that people will send them money, send them tips, get them views via the Creator Fund. So before you share, comment, anything like that, just go to that person's page and confirm that that account has existed for more than 5 minutes. Abby always comes through.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that video right now and play it for us because I haven't seen it yet.
I think she just posted it within the hour or the last 2 hours. I talked to her today, actually. She's a little frazzled.
That makes sense.
For good reason. And the other thing that's going on right now is obviously the awful opinion from the Attorney General of Texas about what you can and cannot let your trans children do. There is also a lot of misinformation out there about that. Some of it's just people not doing good research. Some of it is people having very understandable reactions to what is a very scary situation. It's not a bill. It's not a law. It has the ability to shape those in the future. But in this moment, no one is necessarily actively more in danger than they were yesterday or the day before. So just be careful with what fundraisers you are donating to, and make sure you are vetting the places that you're donating to. focusing on smaller organizations that are based within Texas is great, and you should be doing that. Donating to the ACLU is not a bad choice, but it doesn't necessarily help people on the ground right now. The one that I have been looking at that is quite good is called TENT. It's the Transgender Education Network of Texas. They're not affiliated with any like weird money or grants from nefarious organizations, and they don't accept money from like Chase or Bank of America or anything like that. So high key recommend TENT. They're doing very good work. All of that being said, Watson has Topology's video lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch.
The main misinformation trends I'm seeing on TikTok regarding Ukraine. Old footage. Just because you're seeing a video now does not mean it's new. There's a lot of old footage being recycled, and there's a lot of older footage being pushed by the algorithm because people are suddenly engaging with it. Unrelated content. Not all of the footage you're seeing is necessarily relevant. For instance, this video is from January and was taken in Kazakhstan. Judging by the sudden influx of English language comments, it seems like this video is experiencing a surge. It's getting pushed out by the algorithm, which is responding to people thinking it's footage of Ukraine. This is why staying calm is important. Audios. Some videos are using scary audios from other videos to make it look like they are in the middle of conflict when they aren't. For instance, the audio from this video posted prior to the invasion has been used over 1,500 times. The copycat videos often do like a shaky cam thing. So check and make sure that the audio is from the video that you're watching. Stay calm and stay skeptical of what you see on social media right now.
Yeah.
I also want to say one more thing. Just in terms of like what news you're deciding to listen to and how informed you may feel obliged to be about this. I believe that all of us can judge for ourselves to what extent we are capable of directly intervening in the Ukraine at the moment. If the news is not actionable, then you don't need to know it when it breaks. If you can't do something about the information you're receiving, then you can then it will not be a problem for you if you wait a week and let the news move through the media space, accumulate the bullshit that it's going to accumulate, and have people find and refute that bullshit and put it together in an organized and clear way. That's a thing that will happen with all of this information, and you can wait for it if you aren't personally somebody who's able to be doing something about the news that's coming out right now.
Thank you. I would like to draw your attention to this terrible notification from TikTok.
Do me a favor, jump in that live and ask them to report to TOCA if their live gets pulled for child safety.
Oh no! This was TikTok sending Michael a notification. TikTok is like, here you go.
Yeah, I
know we use it explicitly, but don't worry.
I mean, my understanding of that is that somebody is going live with that as the title of their live, and Michael got a TikTok notification about it.
Oh, TikTok pushed it. TikTok. Anyway,
my brain isn't built for this right now.
No, just no. Basic note: no one used that word just as the title of their live with no context. Just don't. It's not. It's gained a lot of other things. Anyway.
I will get us started in the thing in just a moment. I am currently heading over to our moderator panel so that I can ban that person who just came in and dropped a link with nothing else.
How do you? Hi, bud.
If I disappear at some point, it is because I had to order food.
It's fine. We don't have food. Sometimes you gotta get takeout.
Listen,
Honey. Thank you.
I like that on Twitch when you delete a message or when you ban somebody, it deletes all their messages in chat. I don't like about StreamYard that it stays here.
Oh. I didn't know that. I mean, good job, Twitch.
can you imagine if TikTok also deleted all the comments from
Can
people?
you fucking imagine how much easier my life would be?
I'm just moving some windows around. I want to make sure that I don't have anything on my main monitor because I do have to share my whole screen for this because Illustrator is weird about how it permits itself to be streamed.
Yeah.
So, to get started, what information goes on this poster?
So to get started, what are we doing at all? What is anything? Is there? Thank you so much, Blythe. TOCA logo.
If we're talking like broad topics, verifying sources is like the first thing.
Yeah.
Any other broad topics?
I mean, how do we distill the "you can wait" message to like work on this?
Oh, you mean journalism 101?
Yeah.
Meaning you don't have to be the first person to talk about it?
You don't.
Accuracy over expediency?
We can't have it say "chill the fuck out."
I mean,
no, we can't.
I would say accuracy over expediency. But listen, I got to play with words today.
Starlights Falls, that is a really good piece of advice. I don't know if you just popped in, but we watched Abby's Tophology's video earlier in the stream, and she brought that up. That is much more a like point within a category than a header.
Does that fall under verify sources or examine motive?
I mean, I think we're gonna work. I don't think that these are perfect.
Yeah.
But we need to start putting things places so that I can start doing layout.
Okay, good job. Wait, I'm gonna make this bigger so I can fucking see. Yeah. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Just leave the end of expediency off. It's okay. It adds to the vibe of the poster. Accuracy over expediency. Is there? I don't know. Are there any other is there like another broad strokes category we need to be thinking about? I don't actually think so.
No, I think those three pretty much cover the majority of what we're going to probably be putting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that I want to make sure that we're thinking about is like what like how we're going to impart specific skills.
Mm-hmm.
Find sources you trust, because people should like, you know, words.
You should find trustworthy sources versus sources you trust.
Yeah.
Because that man who told me me listening to the local news on WNYC was me consuming the public radio propaganda when I was just trying to find out things about the mayoral race.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't mean that people trust things that are not trustworthy.
How much money does that person think is in radio?
Right? Public radio at that.
Wow.
I don't know. This man was not from my city, and he was like, "Why would you listen to it?" Because it's telling me about what's going on outside. They let me know the weather and what trains are down.
What trains are down?
Please. Boop, boop.
It is not a good idea to actually include this much text. I am just putting my thoughts down.
The entire poster is just one solid paragraph, no punctuation, no breaks.
This might end up being something that we might want to make a full slide deck situation for as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not be upset if this InDesign file winds up having a bunch of like really useful chunks of information that are just in text boxes off the artboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we want to set this up as like the questions you should ask yourself.
Yeah.
Because like verify sources, it would be like.
Yeah, I think what I would ideally like this to be is like essentially a flow chart kind of vibe for like here is the experience that should trigger you to think about this set of skills. Here are the ways that you should use these skills to evaluate what you're hearing.
Like, I have now seen a video where it appears someone is like shelling a building this person is in. What are the steps TOCA told me to take? What are the questions I need to ask myself? Do I know this is happening where they say it's happening? No, I have no context for what Ukraine looks like. You could show me any snowy place right now and I'd be like, that could be Ukraine.
I'm just thinking about
a couple of landmarks. I'm like, I don't know.
I was just thinking about the conversation we had earlier where I was like, I don't know if I'm Ukrainian or Russian. The border kept changing when my family lived there.
Which again is as I told you earlier, the story of Nick's family, where they were like, we're Russian for so many years, and they were like, we're Hungarian?
Yeah.
And I need to exit. There we go. Michael, good news.
Yay! Very happy.
Good happy day. I'm speaking of partners, I'm gonna shut the door.
You mean
I forgot he had a game. Everyone got to see my beautiful plaid pajama pants. Turtleneck on top, pajamas on the bottom.
I mean, my favorite part about this stupid thing is that it is long enough to be a robe, but it is actually just a sweater. Maybe.
I know that this is like actually good to have on here. It's just you randomly putting the little text box. Someone is confused. I don't know why I read a pause.
It's me.
It's all of us. Someone is lying.
It's like a very unfun game of Assassin? Is that the name of the game?
Yes. Or werewolf. Sometimes it's werewolf.
Werewolf Assassin.
Yeah.
I would read that book.
It probably already exists.
Has been written.
I'm positive it's out there.
I want a Remus Lupin as a lead assassin book. Give me it.
What the people are asking for.
Like I feel like what you're describing is just paranormal romance.
I know for a fact that fan fiction exists, and if you wanted to seek it out, you could find it within 5 minutes.
God, we live in the most interesting times of the internet.
I reminded myself today of the fact that the Phineas and Ferb fandom has written horrifying things.
Don't make me remember that you found out that there is Nemo, like Finding Nemo crossover fix.
Yeah. Sir, I'm going to ask you to not step behind the lights and knock them over. Wow. You're the star now. I'm sorry that I told you not to go somewhere.
Out there.
Thank you.
You're restricting movement. That is behavior unbecoming.
It's abuse, I know. This is going to turn into a slide deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the next.
No.
Ah!
Why would you visit this violence upon me? Why?
Every day I wake up. Go fancy. We're gonna give them directions to do other things. My God, what are we prepared? Okay, so why misinformation happens is if someone is confused, what is the next step? I think the next step in either case is you need to verify the source.
Well, I think what I want here is, what does it look like when someone's confused? Like, what are the qualities of misinformation that
that characterize someone as confused versus lying?
Wrong button.
Please tell me that you also looked at the chat.
So fucking I have to make the screen bigger so I can see what Watson is typing, which means the chat goes away, and then I come back to the chat, and there's a full song parody in here.
I'm just like slowly losing my shit.
When the sick burns your eye, that's so Yeah. That's correct. It's very bold of you to limit people's misunderstanding like that.
Like is not to say.
No, sounds like Cecelia. Difficult to understand.
I am the court jester today.
All right, so if you know that an issue is likely to be difficult to understand, exclusively politics and medicine.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, if you know a subject requires nuance, don't expect the internet to understand it.
Oh no, that's the worst one. This is the worst one, I think. It's the worst one.
I'm done. Listen. As a certified monster fucker, that is.
The chat's really going for it tonight, okay? We're doing stuff. Chat's having fun.
I'm gonna go find my favorite tweet.
No.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna go play a quick game of Where's My Food, but then I will be right back.
That's the best game. Yeah, this one lives in my head rent free.
Yeah.
It's because it scans perfectly.
Mm-hmm. I am several fish and not a guy.
I am for eels. Oh, no, lied. Absolutely not. I just saw it. Absolutely not. We can't be getting into other areas of AO3 that I also don't want to be in. Okay. Is this the point where we tell them to do something? Like, if you know an issue is likely to be difficult to understand, seek out trustworthy sources. If you see something, say nothing. wait a while. Sadie, you can't come up. No. Things are happening. You got it. No, you can't be there. Ma'am? Hello? Oh my god. Hi. Everyone's here. Everyone's here. Everyone's here. Hi. Hi. Shh.
What's a polite way to say manipulative slime?
Con artists or
Bad
scammers.
Bad actors.
Bad actors. Yeah, but people sometimes don't know what that means.
True. Nefarious individuals.
Stop.
I don't know why that makes sense to me because I hear nefarious individuals. My immediate thought is Nosferatu.
No, we can't. They can't be villainous cads. No one is twirling a mustache. I can't say that for sure because it's on the internet and I don't know what they're doing.
You don't know. They might be twirling a mustache.
They could be.
They could be snidely whiplashing it up over there. Did I just make myself sound old?
Yeah. Villains.
I simply miss when villains used to tie women to train tracks.
They aren't putting the effort in anymore.
They really are. I wonder
if GoFundMe's.
I wonder if they just don't trust Big Locomotive.
That's fair. I don't trust Amtrak either. They charged me too much money to just go to what? Albany?
Who's even trying to go to Albany?
Who's even Schenectady? One of the smallest stops?
You'd
No.
think they'd be too scared to overcharge you to go to Schenectady.
That's what I'm saying. Try to charge me over $100 to go to Schenectady, New York.
Yeah, when train tickets started being more expensive than flying, it was too much.
I'm mad that you put this in a way that it stays in now. I think instead of, you can just say the main goal of a con artist is to appear trustworthy, not to not be a con artist.
I don't know. That kind of, I feel like it works with the other that's in that.
I feel like the thing that I'm trying to get at here is not exactly just that they're trying to seem trustworthy. It's that, like, that feeling you have that you will be able to tell is something that they intend to exploit.
Yes.
To appear friendly and familiar. Somebody you would say, "Like, yeah, you can take my money."
Think about wit. Suddenly, the only solace I have about the Creator Fund paying us like absolute shit is that at least the scam artists who are out here stealing videos to try to get as many likes as they can
Or also getting
they're
paid.
also not earning shit. Like, ah, yes, I see you got paid $20 for your millions of views. Well done.
Worst scam ever.
So much effort. Go get a grown-up and they will walk you through it. In this case, the grown-up might be employed by a major news organization.
Specifically, go ask Dave.
Dude. Please. Please, we cannot give the advice of, if you see misinformation, just tag at WAPO Dave.
It's
Dave,
fine.
No. Hank, is this a real video of the Ukraine-Russia conflict?
No.
I know someone's done it. I know.
Oh yeah, no,
someone's
definitely. That's
already done it.
happening. That's happening to him hundreds of times today.
He is getting tagged in videos and people like, Hank Green 1, please help. And it's someone like blatantly using the sound from a video from 2016 on some shaky cam footage. Hank Green 1, please help this individual person who's pretending to be in a conflict zone.
I was gonna say,
John instead.
tagging John would be the better move.
The thing is, John would respond.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would be a 3-minute long video essay about what it says about humanity that he gets tagged in those videos.
Right? And I would thank whoever did that.
And then he would take it down a half hour later. Because he only leaves them up for like a half hour.
I think he's not taking the videos down anymore. I keep saving his videos just in case. Because that's where I'm at in my life. But like, I'm pretty sure he's done now. I'm pretty sure he's just like leaving things up.
I hate this sentence.
Which one?
That is a large ask.
I mean, is there a smaller ask that would help?
The reason I say it's a large ask is not because it's like a difficult, it's because
It's
like
an
if
individual-
this goes to like a 16-year-old and that 16-year-old is like, my parents will help, and their parents are just like deep into conspiracy, that's a bad path.
I mean, you're not wrong that there is a reason that I said has research skills and experience, not just someone you trust.
Yeah, but they
Because
have,
like, I don't want to say trustworthy or someone you trust. I want to say someone who has this specific skill set.
yeah, people don't know what they don't know.
Right.
So if they are under the impression that like my whole thing is seeking out a person in your life is technically good unless the people in your life are very misinformed and you don't know because they are the only people in your life.
Yeah, I don't think that we should expect to solve that problem with an infographic.
I'm not. I'm saying that I think finding a source is better than exclusively saying person that you know.
it's one of those like seeking out educational resources and journalists for the body of work. Seek out specifically John Green and ask for a crash course.
Please stop seeking out the Green brothers to give you answers.
They are the new oracle. That is the only answer.
We're expert in the field.
Yeah.
Because that also covers like doctor.
Hmm.
A body with credentials.
Who's our target audience for this? Because right now it feels like we're writing something that's exclusively for people in high school.
I wouldn't say that that's the target audience.
We are not this.
Which book is actually a true story, an absolutely remarkable thing, or an abundance of Catherines?
Which one is lying?
I mean, between the two of them, it would have to be John is the one who tells the truth, because Hank's stories couldn't be true, and also we would not have noticed.
But also, Hank has absolutely done a "I lied to you, and here's why" video before.
Yeah.
John's entire profession is making up lies that are fun to read. Hank, while he has made up lies that are fun to read, mostly gives correct information. Therefore, I'm going to say that John is the brother who lies and Hank is the one who tells the truth. And if I die, I die. Whatever door I go through.
Do you guys remember the episode of Samurai Jack that had that riddle in
Yes.
it? And it's like the dragon with the two heads, and one of them only tells lies and one of them only tells the truth. And you have to get swallowed by the right head in order to go to like the miracle portal. But then afterwards, they're like, turns out we're both liars and both our necks just lead to our stomach.
Yeah. I love that show.
It's a nearly perfect show, to be quite frank.
It's a nearly perfect show. It really is. Okay, so going to the task at hand, it's going back to what is the intended audience. Is the thing that's making it feel like it's intended for high schoolers is the inclusion of like teacher librarian? Or is the thing making it feel like high schoolers having someone look at the evidence with you?
The thing that makes it feel like it's for high schoolers is that the person we're suggesting going, like seeking help from, is like an authority figure, as opposed to like your friend who you know knows how to look something up.
You know, you can put that in there. Some fucking guy you saw on the bus Googling something and you seemed like he knew what to do.
Your friend who is a journalist or researcher. Your good friend. I'm important. It's fine.
Because like the thing is, what I want here, what I would ideally like to make happen here is for people's reaction to suspicious information to lead them towards generating skill sharing experiences in their community.
That might be a big ask for the amount of space we have to work with.
I mean, this does that. Like,
Yeah.
go ask your friend to walk through it with you.
Or your friend who has seen and or touched books. Just look at it. Be like, yeah, it's fine.
Your friend who understands what the Dewey Decimal System is.
You don't gotta anymore because so many libraries are moving off of the Dewey Decimal System.
I know what I'm
Honestly, it's stupid.
Plus, there's going to be a lot of people who have really strong opinions about the Dewey Decimal System because they read one Tumblr post about it. This is not a defense of the Dewey Decimal System, but those people all think that they have a much better understanding of what it is than they do.
I just don't like how much I had to wander the SUNY Albany Library to eventually end up in the right spot because I would forget the number I was looking for on the elevator right up to the third floor.
Mm-hmm.
Which is my own fault.
I just personally wouldn't organize books that way. Like some of the sections that are next to each other in my brain make zero sense, and I don't like it. But I also have complaints about how like Barnes and Noble's classifies some of its books. So
my favorite book sorting system is the system used in the London Archives, I think. I might be wrong about what the specific place I'm thinking of is called, but the books are shelved in order of arrival. So they just each have a place on a shelf that is the spot that was the first space available when they first received that book.
I hate that. That makes me want to scream.
What I feel is that we should put all of the James Patterson books in one area and cordon it off because they need to be quarantined. They are spreading.
That's the restricted section.
Why does that man have so many ghostwriters? Anyway.
James Patterson isn't a person. James Patterson is a brand like Walt Disney.
It's a collective.
He's 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah.
And they're all writing their own novels. How dare
we also need to James Corden it off. James Corden, because he is also spreading. We just need to keep him in one area.
All right, so I don't think that we have this tonight.
We've got good ideas to work with. I
think what we've arrived at is the three of us are maybe not capable of doing this as an infographic, and we should make that slideshow.
Yeah.
I think the thing that happens is we make the slide deck. Once the slide deck is made, we go like, here are like the 5 points from these, and we can distill it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was fun.
I got a bunch of that's a moray eel verses out of it.
You want to do a morbid curiosity card before we go out?
Yes.
Yeet.
I like that I always have them close by. Not that one. What would you like to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered like the way. Oh my god! Yeah, that's exactly it.
Being hot and funny. Yep.
We both clicked on it.
One, I feel like I'm going to have to because I've been singing them in my head. I'm so unwell.
You're doing great, folks. No one here is mentally ill. Not a single one of us.
We're all very stable, normal people. I was gonna say the thing that I would like to be remembered, the way in which my mom is remembered at the high school she just retired from teaching from for the past 20 years, which is like she wrote for so many grants to the point where they were like, I guess we can't close down the music program because now you have a budget. She kept her community alive. She took care of hundreds of children. Many of them call her mom, even though I'm an only fucking child and I do resent it. But as somebody who took care of her community, that is like, I would like to be remembered as that person. And then they can name a sound booth after me and put a little plaque on it, like they do with my mom.
Alex Trebek gets this page. I want a sound booth.
I want to put a plaque somewhere in the school, and that's where I'm going to go when I die, to haunt.
You can be the background vocals. You can provide all of the oohs as a ghost.
I want to be the theater ghost.
Okay, I have an answer to this question. I have an answer to this question, but it's not a shit post, so I feel like it's maybe inappropriate for this stream.
Share it.
I want to be remembered the way that houses remember. I want my values and beliefs to exist structurally in ways they wouldn't if I weren't there. I want the fact that I existed to change the way the world works in a way that I would have wanted.
The second you said, I want to be remembered how houses remember, I was like, this is going to be a thought that breaks me a little bit. Yeah.
We were waiting for one. This is the one. Personally, I just want to be remembered as somebody who had the kind of empathy that makes people feel safe. And alternatively, I would like to be known as that thoroughly unhinged woman at the end of the street who shakes a bag of teeth at people.
Yeah, there's just Micah the Tooth Witch. She has a bag of teeth. She uses it to scare off the local youth.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I am going to skip the Patreon plug this week because I really only want you guys to click on one link and the talks page. We've got talks this weekend and next weekend with content creators from marginalized groups on TikTok. There are going to be panel discussions about the experience of being members of a marginalized community on TikTok. And this has been in the works for a year. And we really, please show up. Please show up. Please show up.
For the love of God, show up, or I will shake my bag of teeth at you.
It's a good threat. They are going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern. In order to attend, you do need to register in the Eventbrite. If you cannot attend, if you truly cannot, they're also going to be uploaded onto Arizona State University's YouTube channel. And if you cannot attend, please watch them after, and make sure that we're able to convey to the internet that people would like to be heard and want to hear these stories. It's really, really important to us that we let people tell their stories in spaces that TikTok does not control, because there are so many times where TikTok takes advantage of the existence of marginalized communities on its platform to woke wash itself, just make it look like we're such a wonderful, inclusive place. And we have people on at least one of these panels that have been sort of on these official initiatives from TikTok, and TikTok has treated them like garbage still. And TikTok didn't do right by them during those initiatives. And they're not allowed to say these things. So we want to get it down and on record. Yeah.
All right.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all we've got for you this week. We do not have a new infographic for you to post today. We tried, but like...
That's so hard.
There's only so much we can do when our brains are Swiss cheese and things are falling out of them.
Misinformation is a very complicated topic, okay?
That feels like fake news. I'm not sure.
So
Good night,
worried.
everybody.
Good night.